Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, all everyone, I'm Ahmad Faisal adhim. I'm student of Biology Department, King of and Technology Faculty of Islamic State University Maulana Malik Ibrahim Malang. Here I will explain about development civilization Islam in Mindanao in the southern Philippines. Background: The Philippines is an island nation that located in western Pacific Ocean. The population is about 90 million people. Muslims are also a group minority and this country was number are only approx 4,654 ribu people or 5,1% of the total population Philippines. Geographic: The Philippines is divided into two archipelagi, namely the Luzon Kepulauan Archipelago in the north and the island of Mindanao in the south. Philippine Muslim minority of Mindanao as Muslim. All more people are Muslim community inhabiting the Sulu and island Mindanao and plus in the South Philippines. These two bases of the Muslim region, Sulu in the Mindanao, were established between 1450 and 1515. History of the Age of Islam. Islam in the southern Philippines, in particular the island of Sulu in Mindanao in 1380. Person the faith in the true Islam to Sulu was Tuan Masai, which thought to have arrived in Sulu in the 13th century. Like Cam spread Islam in Sulu is an Arab scholar named Karimul Maktoum on half-second 14th century. In the early 15th century, other propagator of Islam came to Sulu. Namely King Yor Majes, Sir Abu Bakar was the second Arab who came to spread Islam to Sulu in 1450. Spread of Islam in Maguindanao and Lanao, one general associated with Cave Consolence. His special arrived in Mindanao in the early 19th century as well as with King Your Majesty. He is also a prince who came with his squad of followers. When he landed in the Rift Guhum, he already found the Muslim community in this region. They then bought the city of Cotabat and Maguindanao. Islamic expansion Lanao taken part from the chain of fort made by King Gonzalez and a number of regional ruling families. This include the royal family of Sul. Borneo and Ternate. Meanwhile, Islam in Luzon came through Brunei. It was reported that one of the noble families Brunei is married to the son of a Luzon architect. Spanish colonial period. In its story, Philippines being colonized by Spain and America, Islam has flourished in the Philippines when the Spanish colonial came to colonize the Philippines in March 1521. Through Spain exited the Philippines and attacked from south as a result, Sultan of Manila fell to Spanish and without effect in 1570 Muslim Mindanao and Sulu, different from the northern region which it achieved to conquer without any meaningful resistance put up a lot of resistance persistence against Spain. United States imperialism. Even if you file the sub Mindanao and Sulu, Spain still considered the two regions to be part of its territory. Illegal and immoral Spain they sold the Philippines the unit state for use million in 1898 through three Paris. America came to Mindanao featuring them as a good friend and kind trust. This is evident by the minted of birth August 1898, which promised freedom, religion, freedom of expression, freedom and education for the more nation. Truck is just a tactic to win the heart of Muslims so as not to rebel, because at the same time America is busy with the rebellion of the People Revolution Northern Philippines led by Emilio Aguinaldo. The feast going on strike not the battle between two seat party between 1914 to 1920 for an affair of 19 times. Yet, years 1921 to 1923 there was battle. But America sees war as not effective suppress the resistance of the more nation. America finally implemented the colonial strategy through police education and persuasion. As a result, perseverance, politics, and unity between Muslim society began to fall apart and cultural-based bases began to be attacked by Western norms. Paphos, Paphos is bit by bit turning the tradition of independence that had been maintained by Muslim community. Transition. The pre-independent period was marked by a period of the transition of power from the American colonizer to the government Philippine Christian in the north. Though its colonial land laws are very capitalistic like land registration. As no 49 November 1902, which status the next of registering land if freed from and insists the provision regarding this land law is the legalization of the confiscation of Muslim lands, customer and lands by the colonial government and the Philippine government in the north which benefit the capitalists. And for Camp Queen Rex colonialization as no 4997 on February 12,1935 the government afford the more aggressive Philippines to clear land and colonial Mindanao. So I see land ownership and getting legalization from the government encourage migration and large scale settlement of northern to Mindanao. Was independent period until now. The independence that the Philippines got 1946 from United States apparent has no special meaning for the Moros, whose departure from the Philippines out gave rise to another colonizer, the Philippine government. One this is the theme of struggle. The Moor nation entered a new chapter with the formation of more organized and advanced resistance fronts, such as MAME, Ansar al-Islam, MNLF, MILF, MNLF, Reformist, BMEF. The general policy of the Philippine government towards people Muslim basic don't can just defend interests from one president to another. But what's up the biggest Muslim Philippines do not have a sense of national identity by faith. Muslim find it hard to appreciate constitution national, especially regarding personal and family relationship, because of the law it's clear, stem from Western moral values and Catholic. Second, the public school system under the Republic not different from that introduced by the colonial America and the development Commonwealth that the enable of Muslims to consider themselves as citizen republic and which later became a violent reaction is caused by the deep hatred against the Jehovah of people persistent resistance of part of Mindanao, increase in non-Muslim population in Skotabat and Pathalanau's main Muslim consulted that there was an evil plan of the government with intention that Muslim or ensure that they remain in the minority with their own territory. Agreement peace between Nur Miswari, head of MNLF, with Fit Ramos, Presiden Filipina 1 Agustus 1996 at the Merdeka Palace, Jakarta, more nation disagreement in the result. Conflict that have entered 2 decades. The peace there between the Mount citizens was repressed by Nurmiswari with the Philippine government with the Indonesia moderator in 1996 failed miserably. The implementation of the best tax are to be experienced. First, abstract because the Philippine government is allied not really since obey the article of the August more Muslim represented by the Emil resumed peace talks with the Philippine government. This time, the Malaysia government will as mediator in the conversion the peace. The majority of the people support the broadcast the peace which is hoped will stop a fighting form of armed resistance and acts of terrorism in Mindanao. But this deal is backfired because thousands of protesters, majority of non-Muslim citizens oppose signing that with this annulment a promise of peace for Muslims to get a peaceful homeland of the more nation may be just an illusion. The news of October reported President of Philippines Gloria Macapagal Arroyo swore now will stop carrying out military attack against the Muslim guerrilla, occupying villages and taking cities in the Mindanao region. Short of the county that even urging the soldiers to continue doing operation against the more Islamist Liberation Front guerrillas. Sir, if there are words that are not clear, sorry and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.